Hello there. Come, let's rest onto our mat. Come into a child's pose. Only 3 days until the solstice. It's very exciting. So come, rest onto your knees, stretch your arms out long, or bring your head to rest into your hands, or whatever version of child's pose suits you. You could be really far forward with your bum in the air, with your elbows down. You could be way back and tucked in with your arms back. And just see what suits you. And just be present to change. This too will change. This too will pass. Everything changes. It's just that attention and observation of detail brings us into an awareness of the changes in our body. So just notice, bring your attention in, bring your breath in right now. And just take a few deep, long breaths and just let them sigh and release out through you. Like enjoy the cleansing or the clearing or that sense of the elimination of the breath. Nice. And then bring your hands forward. Come into your cat pose. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Rounding your back. And then arching your back, lift your chest, look forward. And as you move from one to the other, hear the sound of your spine. What glorious music. The sensations, the textures, the feeling of this moment in your body. Nice. So look over your right shoulder, look back towards your right foot. Really breathe into the length of the left side of your waist and the left side of your neck. Nice. Look over your left shoulder and breathe into the length of the right side of your waist, the right side of your neck. And it's not any particular breath, it's just breathe. Just use your breath and let it be cleansing. Or draw your right knee up and then stretch your right leg long and swing it around the corner over towards the left. Look at your right foot over around the corner. And draw your right knee up, tap it to your shoulder or your elbow, swing it around the corner. And just breathe. Just feel that you're connecting, that you're allowing this to really change you on some level, that you're unpacking all the loads in your body. Well, maybe not all of them, but you're unpacking load from your body by breathing, by moving, by being present. Nice. Change. Other leg. Left knee up. And then sweep it around the corner. Keep track of your breath as you move. And just feel that you're really deepening into the sense of you're in this body, in this moment, and you're listening and cultivating wellness. Nice. Come back to center. Cool. Walk your hands one handprint forward from where they are, and then sit your bum back. And you pull back through your hips, stretch through your armpits, and then rock forward. Squeeze your bum. Really feel like you're really, really squeezing, and then bring your hips a little bit forward. I'm not stretching my back. I'm finding a plank pose. Pull your hips back, and then squeeze your bum deeply as you come forward. And again, pulling back, and just find your breath again. Traveling forwards, listening to your shoulders, listening to your spine. This is a sustainable movement. You're doing it small enough and big enough that it's creating mobility, strength, but you're listening to and cultivating your wellness. Nice. Push back into your downward dog. And just find that sense of steady in your body. And then maybe have a bit of movement. I love like scratching the itch of the sides of my rib cage, or finding the deep of my belly, or lengthening the side of my waist, or lengthening the side of my bum, or my leg, or my foot, and really just kind of inhabiting the whole of me by stretching and awakening things. Cool. So bring your feet forward, bring your elbows to rest to your knees. Stay here or drop down into your version of whatever a squat is for you. And just roll into your wrists. Big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Open your fingers wide. Make fists. Open your fingers wide. And make fists. You squeeze tight. Nice. Drop your bum down onto the floor, or get your bum down on the floor. Stretch your legs out long. So you're going to sit. We're changing the program. So just bring your hands to your thighs and then just drop your head down. And then arching your back and look towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. So round your back and arch your back. You can have your hands on the floor as well if you want. And you're really trying to mobilize into the whole of your spine. So I feel my pelvis moving on the floor. I feel my whole chest and shoulders rounding. And I'm again, just feeling my breath and allowing my breath to really, I think, cultivate space or release the holding in my torso. Because you're holding this, definitely. So just feel that. I just feel the space being created. Nice. So we're going to do that in a few different ways. So bring your hands over towards the right. So pull your right hand back behind you a little bit, not that much, and bring your left hand to your knee. So I'm in a soft twist. Round your back. Arch. And just feel that if your hands are too deep, then you can't move your spine. So it's a soft twist and we're mobilizing. And just feel mobilizing into the spine, using your breath. Nice. Over to the other side. Hands over towards the left, soft twist. And then which way was easier for you? Was there a twisty side that feels like, oh, that's the way I twist, and this is the way I don't. This is the way I don't twist. Is over towards the left. Nice. And then come back to center. Bring both hands down to the floor beside your right hip. And then just kind of lean your right shoulder down more. So bend your right elbow. So now you're side bending a little bit into the body. And just bending your right elbow. Feel it into the body. Find your breath. And you're just feeling, oh, that's meeting my left side, my right shoulder. It's squishing my liver. Awesome. Nice. Bring both hands over towards the left. Hands are on the floor. So round down as much as you need to. And then begin to bend the left elbow. And just feel the deep stretch into the back of the right. And then the deep squeeze into your spleen, your pancreas, your stomach. So if you had a big breakfast already, be careful with this one. Nice. And come back to center. And then just roll into your belly. And just feel your breath. Feel the power of, in this moment, as I just move me, there's more of me available. There's more movement possibility. And then roll in the other direction. And just feel it. Sense it. Deepen into it. So cool. So come all the way up, whatever way you do, come all the way up onto the front of your mat, and we're going to do a sun salutation. So standing to the front of your mat and just feel the sense of your belly and your spine and your shoulders. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, bending your elbows, bending your knees. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. So remembering the breath, stretch your right leg back, step back. And then step back with the left leg. Just feel that you're strong and well and able as you do this. Lowering down, bring your elbows forward underneath your shoulders. And then squeeze your bum and lift. Feel your breath. Really feel that it supports you. Nice. Bring your hands to the floor or keep your elbows where they are. Push back. And then push all the way back, downward dog. And just feel the breath. Really be in your breath. Maybe sigh, maybe yawn, maybe take really long breaths. Nice. And then step your right foot forward. Keep breathing. And step your left foot forward. Keep breathing. Slowly rolling up, reaching your arms wide, palms come together. Rolling all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Step it back into your lunge. Step back. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. Lift and breathe. So your diaphragm is like this incredible muscle in the middle of your body. It's like it's transverse muscle on the body, so it kind of cuts you in half, kind of. If you're a magician, that's where you would be going for. And so that sense of really lengthening it, moving it, supports so many structures in our body. Breathe. Nice. Bring your hands to the floor or keep your elbows and push back. Push back. Push back. Downward dog. Find your breath again. Nice. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Hands come to rest to the front of your chest. Nice. So come lie on your mat again. All the way down. Landing on the floor. Knees are bent. Feet are flat on the floor. Arms are long beside you and just roll up along your spine. And breathe. If this was Sesame Street, then I would be saying, today's class was brought to you by your breath. So just notice, really let it be the sound of you or the wave that you're following or cresting or swimming in is the breath as it rises and falls within you. And just deepening into it, settling into it. As you roll up, as you roll down, let it be really satisfying your breath. Let yourself sigh, settle, soften. Nice. And then rolling all the way down and land on the floor. Squeeze your right knee up towards you, hug it in. Nice. And then release your arms and stretch your right leg long so it's pointing towards the wall above your head. Or I know some of you are pointing straight up towards the ceiling here, so don't worry. Wherever that is, point your right leg, whatever distance it goes to. And then stretch into your heel and slowly lower your right leg down until it floats just above the floor. Point your right toe, bend your knee, draw it up towards your chest, stretch your right leg long into your heel, lower your leg down until it floats just above the floor. One more time. Bend your knee, toes pointed, stretch your leg, heel, lower your leg down. Nice. Other side. Bend your left knee, pull it up towards you with your hands. And then stretch your leg long. Arms are long beside you. Just pointing into your left toes. Just feel the pull of your leg on itself. Flex into your heel and then slowly lower your leg down until it floats just above the floor. Point into your toe, bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel, lower your leg down. Point your toe, bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel, lowering down. Nice. So we're going to do both legs together. So draw both knees up towards you. This is a bit of a juggle for your brain, okay? So point the right leg long and then stretch the left leg out so your heel is floating just above the floor. So from here, Bend your left knee and lower the right leg down straight with your heel pointing away from you. Stretch the left leg, point the right toes, and bend. So you're like a bicycle. You're going to have to work this one out yourself. So your right leg is rising as your left leg descends. The leg that's rising towards you is bending. The leg that's falling is straight. So a leg that's rising is bending. A leg that's falling is straight. Fingertips are pushing into the floor perhaps. That'll support your lower back. And just feel that you're really strong. You're like feeling the resistance of you and leaning into the edges of the range of motion, the strength of your legs. One more time. Wow, awesome. Lower your feet to the floor. Stretch your arms out wide beside you. Drop both knees down to the right and squeeze the left knee down a little bit more with your leg. Your leg is pulling itself down. Come back to center. Drop both knees down towards the left. Squeeze your right knee down a little bit more and come back. Again, down towards the right. Left knee squeezes down. Back up. And then down towards the left. Right knee squeezes down. Cool, come back up. Now we'll glide. So drop your knees down towards the right. Glide the left knee up. It pulls up towards your right shoulder. And just notice what your left shoulder is doing. Can you soften into it with your breath? And just hold that deep sense of something softening into the lower back, the pelvis. Your knee is falling a little bit closer towards the floor on the left knee on the right side. Your left shoulder is softening as it falls backwards. Nice, gliding all the way back. Both feet to the floor, knees back up to center. Change over towards the left. Glide your right knee up. What's your right shoulder doing? Breathe. And then let your right knee fall a little bit deeper. And just feel how there's length happening through the side of the rib cage, into the side of your hip, the side of the leg. And breathe into it, really. Enjoy the breath. I love that sense of it being satisfying, you know. Like blowing out the cobwebs of the deep of me. And then come back to center. So we're going to travel with that one. So drop your knees down towards the right and then draw your left knee up. Bend your left elbow. So as your left knee is now going to travel backwards, your left arm is going to reach towards the right hand. So is this helicopter? Not sure which one, what we called it before. So bend your left elbow, pull it back, draw your left knee forward up towards your right shoulder, and then glide forward with your hand as your leg travels back. Your elbow is bending as it travels back. Your knee is staying bent the whole time. And so find your breath and really begin to glide. So flexibility is one thing, and then range of motion is another, and then strength is another, and then stability. All of these are really important. So right now we're doing range of motion, flexibility, and strength. So you're going to start feeling the side of your leg is going, wow, I'm getting a little bit fatigued, and that's okay. There should be no bad pain. It should be muscular tiredness. Nice, one more time. And gliding forward. Nice. Come all the way back up to center. Both arms are wide. And drop your knees down towards the left. Glide your right knee up. And then bend your right elbow. And then glide. So you're reaching your right hand forward and then pulling your right elbow back. And just feel that. Right foot goes back as your right hand goes forward. And then vice versa. I like keeping my eyes towards the left hand rather than swinging my head around. It just keeps it a little bit more centered through my perception, and it's not as much information, so I don't get giddy or dizzy with it. So just feel that. You're staring at your left hand as you glide, and you have this deep sense of stability through your neck and face. Breathing. Really feel that you're blowing out the cobwebs of the deep of you, strengthening, lengthening, moving. Nice. And come all the way back to center. How cool. Pause for a moment. Whenever I use the word be graceful or be, all these like it's like this elven quality that I sometimes feel as I move. I get these really funny texts. It's like, if you saw me. So it's not what you look like, it's how you feel on the inside of you. So what we're cultivating is a sense of flow, a sense of grace that you feel in your body. Okay? So, next movement. Bring your arms wide beside you, or you can keep your elbows bent. And then lift both knees up. And then drop your right knee out to the side and let yourself travel with it until your leg comes to the floor. And then drop your left knee down on top of it. My head is center. And then lift your left knee up. Let your right leg follow. And then drop down towards the left with your left thigh. And then close the right knee over. So you're traveling as far as your knee goes in the middle, and then the other leg follows, and then you close down, clamshell to the side. And just follow. One leg follows the other. And just feel that through the deep of your belly, shoulders. Nice. Stretch both legs up. Reach through your fingers. Come to sit on your mat. I totally lost track of time. Come sit up into a seated position and just bring your hands to rest onto your chest. And just feel the life as it moves within you. Just feel the deep of you. And the breath in your belly, the sigh of you, the glorious movement of you. Nice. And then, what are you grateful for this morning? What comes to mind or comes to your body as something that you're grateful for? Nice. So have a wonderful day. And remember, you can breathe. You can have deep satisfaction standing in the queue in Dunn's. You can, on your walk, you can breathe. So remember, the breath is incredibly deeply resourcing and it regulates. So breathe. It's good for you. Ciao. I'll see you all tomorrow for another glorious, deep, and awesome session. Ciao, guys.